Well, it has been the talk all over town this week, and now it is official. The Republican National Committee is moving the grand finale, the celebration part of its political convention, here to Jacksonville in August. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jeannie Blaylock. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. It is a hotly debated topic, especially with the pandemic. We have all your sides covered tonight in our team coverage, and there has been so much push and pull between President Trump and North Carolina's governor that the RNC celebration will now officially be held here at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena in downtown Jacksonville. Now, this announcement was made just hours ago by the committee chairwoman, Ronna McDaniel. She says the RNC, quote, looks forward to bringing this great celebration and economic boom to the Sunshine State in just a few short months. But that's the catch. The convention is a bit over 2 months away, and host cities usually spend up to 2 years preparing for the event. Duval GOP Chairman Dean Black said earlier this week that Jacksonville can pull off the convention even with the shorter time frame.
We are electrified. The Republican Party of Duval County has said all along that Jacksonville is the single best city in America to host the RNC convention, and we are thrilled to hear that RNC Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel and the President agree.
The business of the convention will still be held in Charlotte, and it's already planned that it will be smaller and scaled down. But details on what the celebration will look like here in Jacksonville still up in the air. The details are expected to be released by the RNC within the coming weeks. We will tell you a lot more as we learn, but it is brand new, just breaking news tonight. And almost as soon as that announcement was made, the mayor's office tweeted out this video inviting the world to come to Jacksonville.
If you think you know Jacksonville, think again. We've got football, baseball, even hockey, world-class arts, culture, shopping, dining, beaches, breweries, and nightlife that'll change your life.
As you can see the video touting some of the great things the First Coast has to offer. Also, in a statement tonight from the mayor said a team of city officials have secured more than 10,000 hotel rooms and have security lined up to bring an economic impact of more than $100 million to the city, and will collaborate with local, state, and federal enforcement to ensure that we host a safe and secure event. Those words from the mayor's office tonight. Heather, over to you now.
Well, Jeannie, the last time that Florida hosted a Republican National Convention was in Tampa in 2012. And at that time, Jacksonville Mayor Lenny was the chairman of the Florida Republican Party. Well, tonight I had a chance to speak with the current Florida chair of the Republican Party. His name is Joe Gruters, and he told me that he is expecting tens of thousands of people to come to Jacksonville for this event, and which is 74 days to go until the RNC comes to Jacksonville. He told me that they will be prepared.
What you're going to see a lot of testing, both prior to the event, during the event, screening, a lot of checks to make sure everybody is healthy, so we can ensure a safe and secure and successful event. But listen, nobody wants to put anybody in jeopardy, but what we also want to do is we want to make sure that we let people know across the country that Florida is open for business.
And here is what the Duval County Democratic Chair, Terry Rizzo, had to say tonight. In part, she said she is deeply concerned that the move was because the president wanted to give a speech to a crowd of people, not social distancing. Her statement went on to say that given his previous public events, likely not wearing masks. Those are safety protocols set forth by his own administration's public health experts to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
We're also hearing from former Jacksonville Mayor John Delaney. I asked him for his reaction tonight, and he says, quote, a large event is good for Jacksonville. Setting aside the coronavirus, my assumption is that health care guidelines will be followed. Due to the current political environment and the fact that it is Donald Trump, there will be protests. He says if nobody gets hurt and no property is damaged, he does support protests as part of our democracy.
And meanwhile, Jeannie, there are thousands of people who are pleading with local leaders to keep the RNC out of Jacksonville. In fact, there's a petition going around. It's called Keep Republican National Convention Out of Jacksonville. It's urging city leaders to rethink this decision. And I just checked, almost 15,000 people have signed it.
Worry is the coronavirus, as we've been talking about tonight, and I've been speaking with the former mayor of Tampa, Bob Buckhorn. He was mayor in 2012 when Tampa had the Republican National Convention there in Tampa. Buckhorn says he understands the mayor of Jacksonville wants an economic boost and a show of loyalty to his party, but he's worried about the virus.
This is not a partisan issue. This is an issue about the safety of your residents, the safety of the visitors that will come to your community. This is a virus unlike anything that we have dealt with. Yes, Florida has done better than other states, but it is still out there and it is contagious. The virus that's running rampant through this country, for which there is no vaccine, you have a universe of folks that will be there that may have underlying health conditions. It will spread not only within that group, but will spread to the vendors and the people that interact with them while they are in Jacksonville. That is a formula for disaster.
Now, according to the Associated Press today, cases of the virus are rising in 21 states right now. In Texas, for example, more people are hospitalized from COVID than ever before in this pandemic. One key reason some big cities like Tampa told the RNC no, they don't want the RNC to come to their city. So how did Jacksonville wind up as the top pick? I asked our senior political editor at NBC, Mark Murray.
Number one, your state, Florida, has a Republican governor. Number two, Jacksonville has a Republican mayor. And I think those two factors, given the coronavirus situation in the country that is really discouraging many big cities and others from wanting to have 15, 20,000 people packed indoors for a big event, I do think that gives the president the flexibility and the leeway to have the event he wants. He wants a very big crowd.
So, Heather, a lot of debate, and that is just the beginning of the talk about this huge event coming to Jacksonville August 24th through August 27th.